Hey there, welcome back to John Opens Stuff. It's been a while because it's summer and convention season, so I've been opening a lot of gas tanks and boxes of books to prep for convention appearances and that. But today is release day for Double Masters 2022, the latest premium set from Magic the Gathering. So let's crack open this draft booster box and see what we get. No box toppers this time, so that's a little bit of a bummer. That noise you hear, that is one of my cats climbing the back of the chair, and I'm sure that he will be making an appearance soon. Let's see what we've got here. We have mimeoplasm. What do we have? Youch! Hello, kitty. That was my ribs. That stung a little. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 24 packs. Each pack has 2 rares, 2 rare and or mythics, and a guaranteed 2 foil cards. So we can see if, let's just see how we do. I have drafted this set. It's crazy fun to draft, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we get out of these boxes. The first pack I opened in draft was gross. It was a borderless foil Panharmonicon and a borderless Phyrexian Altar. And yeah, that was pretty good. Crypt Expires. All right, this is in every pack, and it's just a mana fixing land. Comes in tapped, and you pick 2 of the 5 colors, and you can tap it to add 1. Foil Livewire Lash, foil Dark Dweller Oracle, non-foil Panharmonicon, and an Impervious Great Worm. So, no money, foils, and then, okay, Gruul Turf in borderless. Just random. Okay, borderless Kasali Pride Mage and Fiery Fall. So it's looking like these borderless cards can be in about any slot in the draft booster. I want to end up with at least one of each of the Ravnica bounce lands in foil because they look really good. I don't play them very often, but they are nice. Stormfleet Pyromancer foil, Glowspore Shaman foil, heyo, Manifold. All right, that's one of the big hits from the set. Manifold, borderless Manifold, I think is sitting around $60 right now, and honestly will probably drop further, but then rebound and go up as the as it gets further out of print. Intet the Dreamer, BSBS, BSBS. Vampire Sovereign at common makes for grotesque drafts. Just putting that out there. All right. Right, foils go here. You know, I watch box opening videos and I am watching them thinking, why did you put that there? Why don't you remember where you put your stuff? And then I'm doing this myself and I'm like, I can't remember where I put my stuff. These tokens are all double-faced, which is nice. I don't really use them anymore because I got the Infinite tokens, which are dry erase tokens. But they're nice. It's nice to have. Elsha of the Infinite, Rurik Thar, the Unbowed. Yeah, this is not a, that's not a pack that's hitting a whole lot. But it does look like there's another borderless card in the back here. And while it is a lovely monastery swift spear, it ain't worth no money. So we're just gonna put, I'm just gonna put bulk off over here. And then I can put my foils here and it'll all make sense to me. Look, it makes sense in my head. So far, Manifold's the only real money card we found. Panharmonicon will drop further, but it will eventually rebound. I believe the egg token is actually going for a few dollars right now. Fiery Justice, Revel Arc. Yeah, that pack sucked. Be a pretty good draft pack, but from a collectible finance standpoint, it was a dog. Go for the throat in foil. This is absolutely a first pickable removal spell. Go for the throat's fantastic. Marchesa, that's a few dollars. City Brass. I needed a couple of these, so Marchesa's a few dollars. City Brass is, I think, still over 10. So I'm not going to complain about that. Ooh, just live wire. Okay, yeah. Augur Spree's another great removal spell. If you're drafting the set, pay attention. Get your removal early and just play as many colors as you want because the mana fixing is great. The first draft I did, I played 3 colors with a splash for a 4th. Did fine. Vampire Sovereign and Martial Glory. Green Sun Zenith. This had gotten up to like 20 bucks, which I had no idea. Had no clue it was expensive. Looks like another Full Art Seeker of the Way. So the full art cards can be in any spot depending on, based on their rarity. Okay. Cool. When you draft this set, you draft 2. Your pack, your first pick per pack is 2 picks. So, for example, if this were my first pack, I could pick Animar and Wiltleaf Leech as my pack 1 pick ones. I might pick Animar. Disfigure's really good. Nah, I'm taking Lightning Bolt because it's just one of the most efficient. Yes, that sound is a cat once again climbing the back of my chair. And another one. Yep. This is my life now. Just cats. Hey, bud. This is Stevie. You can see his paw right now. I'm surprised he didn't make a full-on appearance. He loves walking on magic cards. I'm pulling Lightning Bolt aside because, oh, it's been upshifted to an uncommon for this set. There are some things that just whenever they're in a set, they become draft chaff, but you should always take them and just tuck them in a box because they will eventually go up. Reliquary Tower is like that. Foil Backdraft Hellkite, foil Stagger Shock. Warrior's Oath. Now this has been crazy expensive and is still like 40 bucks, but it's expensive only because of rarity. This is identical to Final Fortune. So but it came out in Portal 3 Kingdoms, which is an incredibly rare set. So that's why this has been expensive and stays expensive. I think it's probably going to drop even further, but it's going to hold. I'd say it's probably going to hold 20 bucks. Devoted Druid was several dollars recently. Azorius Chancery, another one of my bounce lands. And that's the first third. That's the first row. So with the full art Mana Vault and the Warrior's Oath and Green Sun Zenith, that's probably about $100 for the row. Now I got these boxes at $255, which was an early pre-order, and hey yo, Allosaurus Shepherd. This card was $100. It was first printed in Jumpstart and hasn't been reprinted. I mean, Jumpstart just came out during the plague times, so of course it hasn't been reprinted, but this guy's expensive. Magister Sphinx, not expensive. I don't necessarily think your big money in this set is going to be in things like Warrior's Oath or Allosaurus Shepherd, not long term, because Allosaurus Shepherd is a great card. It's very good, but it's not $100 or even a $50 card. It's, I don't know, maybe 30. It's all going to depend on how scarce it stays. Hey, Orzhov Basilica in the foil slot. I wanted one of those in foil. Anguished Unmaking is a few dollars. Hostage Taker is not. But yeah, so far this is a good box. Our mythics have not been crap filler mythics. Our mythics have been pretty much gas. Smothering Tithe, and Teferi's Protection. Two of the best white spells to be printed in recent memory. Teferi's Protection's always at least $20, and Smothering Tithe I think is sitting around 30 or so right now. And they'll go down and they'll rebound as long as they're not reprinted into Oblivion. Shadowborn Apostle, that's a $3 common because it has the Relentless Rats text where you can have as many of them as you want, and you pay a black and you sack 6 of these and it makes a big old, you can tutor up a demon. So again, pay attention to your commons and your last pick stuff. Oh, good. Spell Pierce, borderless foil. This is not worth anything. But man, it's awesome art. I really love the art and it looks great in foil. So I'm glad to have it. Kalia's cash. Bedlam Reveler's a few dollars. Inquisition of Kozilek's a few dollars. Borderless Flicker Wisp is probably a couple of bucks. I would have really enjoyed drafting that pack, and yeah, there's no way. I open Kalia, there's, unless it's pack 3 and I'm way not in those colors, I'm almost certainly playing Kalia. Abzan Ascendancy. Hydroid Crisis is a couple of dollars. I needed a breakthrough. I needed one of those for a deck. Blood Artist. That'll be that's a $5 uncommon. Obviously it's not $5 right now, but it will be. It's another one that's kind of evergreen, kind of always rebounds. Takes it a little bit, but it gets there. Muldrotha. Muldrotha's a nice couple of bucks. Skullbriar. I don't think I own a copy of Skullbriar, so that's good. I don't think it's worth hardly anything anymore, but I don't have one, so I want one. I mean, yeah, I do. I play Magic to play. I play it to build decks. But I also really like collecting things, especially shiny things. Not even gonna lie. Full Art Oracle of Moldaya. That's great, because I wanted one of these too. Abbot of Carol Keep is a junk rare. That That Oracle, I think, is maybe $12, $15. I don't necessarily think it's gonna get crazy expensive, but I like the art, so I'll probably hang on to that one and maybe ditch the other one I've got. Firesong Sunspeaker. This is another card that was expensive, but only because of rarity. It was a buy a box promo, and that was the only printing of it, so it was kind of spendy. Now I expect it to go straight to the floor. Rishkar was already cheap. I don't know if I have a Cold Steel, if I own a copy of Cold Steel Heart. And that's row 2. Row 2 didn't have the big Ermagerd borderless Manifold hit, but still pretty solid. It was Oracle, Muldrotha, Hydroid Crisis, Kalia, Smothering Tithe, Teferi's Protection, Allosaurus Shepherd. Yeah, I don't know if, yeah, we probably did get to $100 because I think that's, we're gonna say that's 30 and 5, and 25 is 60, and 30 is 90, and Kalia 10, yeah, we got to 100. So we're gonna say we're around or a little over $200 right now. Foil Rurik Thar the Unbowed. Foil Traveler's Amulet. Bring to Light. Verena Lich Queen. I feel like this card is not worth much. Miss Meadow Witch is so fun. There's a heavy blink theme in this set. So if you're drafting and you want to do Esper, black, blue, white, you can, and you open an Amanatu, Cat Dragon token. This one I know is actually a few dollars. I really don't like this art on Rampant Growth. Sorry. Bloom Tender, that's $10 or so. Darksteel Plate is not. Borderless Eternal Witness, that's nice. Everything else is not expensive. I don't feel like this box has been anything I'd call pure gas, but I think it's been solid. I'm certainly not unhappy. Vilnius Wealth is my favorite card in Magic. It really is. I really want to play this in draft. It's not worth anything. I love it though. But yeah, this is a good box. Foil Inquisition, Disciple of the Ring, Comball, Dragon Arch is a couple of bucks. Rift Bolt is usually $1 or $2. Foil Auger Spree, Foil Glimpse the Unthinkable. Carador Ghost Chieftain. Glimpse is a few bucks. Carador, not so much. Yep, that pack would have been disappointing if I'd opened it as my only pack I was going to get to crack today. Phew, that, oof. Downshifted Lotleth Troll, Bloodbraid Elf. Phew, this one rough. Yeah, I don't think there's $5 in that pack. Even with 2 rares. I don't know, Twin Flame might be a couple of bucks, but I doubt it. Foil Rancor. Alenda the Dusk Rose, she ain't cheap. Legion's Initiative is. I like this art on Rampant Growth. It's not worth anything, but I like it. I think it's way prettier. Last pack. What do we want to see? We want to see a foil, borderless Force of Negation. It's actually one of the few cards I really want out of this set, because I own a Force of Negation, but the borderless is really pretty, and I want a foil borderless. Bought a Bortusk Liege, ain't it? And Mathis Fiendseeker, also not it. So it's looking like, okay, another Shadowborn Apostle. All right, so that was a pretty good box. Let's see what our hits were. A couple of Shadowborn Apostles, a couple of Inquisition of Kozileks. Yeah, decent in the common slot. As far as borderless, Rampant Growth, Oracle of Moldaya, Eternal Witness, Flicker Wisp, Orza Basilica Foil, Azorius Chancery, Seeker of the Way, Monastery Swift Spear, Kasali Pride Mage, Gruul Turf. Then Alenda the Dusk Rose, Glimpse, Bloom Tender, Muldrotha, Hydroid Crisis, Kalia, Smothering Tide, Teferi's Protection, Anguished Unmaking, Allosaurus Shepherd, Warrior's Oath, Green Sun Zenith. Yeah, we did all right. This was a good box. So I'll be back real soon because I also got one of these to open. So you guys be good to one another and join me next time on John Opens Stuff. Peace.